Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that part out about 15 seconds of this video because of that about 15 seconds of dead information because I forgot to unmute. Hello, everyone. MB Geek. MB Geeks Let's Talk. Buzz Lightyear fails to beat out Jurassic World. And I don't think this is really any surprise to anyone. I don't think it's a surprise that it became in second to Jurassic World on its second week, and Top Gun came in third uh, during its third week, still barreling a lot of money. So Buzz Lightyear failed to take off. I'm going to go into a few numbers things here, go into my predictions on why I don't think this movie is going to make very much more money. Give me just a sec working on this. And I promise, guys, if you hear my mouse clicking, I apologize. I am getting a new one, hopefully today. So let's take a look at this. Jurassic World. This is the Sunday night running. As you can see, even Sunday the 19th, this is from Box Office Mojo. Lightyear did 14 million. Top Gun made more money on its on Sunday than Lightyear did in its third. Sorry about that. Gonna take my meds shortly. So here you have over here, you have Jurassic World still at number one, Lightyear, and then Top Gun at week 3 pulling in $44 million still. That's freaking huge. So Buzz Lightyear failed to lift off. Now let's take a look at what's coming up. I'll blow this up, make this a little easier. So we have wide releases coming on the 24th. Black Phone. That's more something my daughter and I would go see. That's a psychological thriller. So that's going to be a very limited amount of people go see that. That's going to be those people who are into that kind of stuff. And then you get down to 1 July. The main movie coming out is The Minions, Rise of Gru. And you also have the Elvis movie. But I think this is going to be a slow week for these movies, only because there is really nothing here that is, well, for everyone per se. Elvis is more of a period piece. I'm not, and it's almost 2 hours and 50 minutes long. I'm not sure you're going to get a lot of people to want to go see a movie that long about Elvis. I could be wrong. I'm sure a lot of people will go that are Elvis fans or music fans. I won't be going. But that's fine. There's really not a lot of movies I'm interested in getting to see over the next few weeks in the movie theater. I have not seen Jurassic World 3 yet, mainly because I wasn't a big fan of the second Jurassic World. So what was the factors? What really cost us? I'm gonna give some of my thoughts. Yes, Disney, Chris Evans, and the producer and all of them kind of shot themselves in the foot by kind of making this more of a big deal than they really should have. Okay, so Saudi Arabia and those Middle Eastern countries, they don't get the movie because Disney said, nope, we're not getting rid of the kiss. Okay, fine. Everybody wants to pat Disney on the back for holding their ground, which is total bullshit. Because they'll take the knee at some point. They probably didn't take the knee for this movie because they didn't feel it was worth it because they know it's not going to be a massive blockbuster. The media constantly yapping their mouth about, oh, it's conservative, it's right-wingers, it's phobes, it's sexism. No, it's actually parents. Okay, understand this. This is a movie they take their young kids to. They go as adults. Okay. Did you ever stop to think that maybe they don't want to see it? Maybe they're not interested in seeing it. Maybe they don't want to pay the money to watch something that doesn't interest them. Also, kind of take a look at the trend here with this. Okay, Toy Story came out when I was 14, 2 when I was 18. You can check the numbers here. And then, of course, I updated the inflation for 2022 if you want to pause and take a look at that. But you have the domestic total, you have the international, then you have the final total, and then you have our domestic openings. And Buzz Lightyear came in pretty much adjusted for inflation, just for Toy Story, made less money on domestic opening than Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, not even adjusted for inflation. Because this is not a Toy Story movie. This is totally separate from Toy Story. And Chris Evans running his mouth about we're all going to die like dinosaurs or whatever the case may be there. Yeah, that's just him blowing smoke in his ass because he's part of that woke, let's all get along, except for you evil people who are conservative, right-wingers, Trump supporters. You're all bad, which is who they're targeting this on. So none of that helped. You basically, because you're being stupid when you do that, because you're basically calling parents homophobes. That's basically what you did. You call them homophobes. So that turned a lot of people off. I think number two, the fact that it's not a Toy Story movie. Woody's not there. Bo Peep's not there. This is a totally different movie outside of any normal canon that people of the Toy Story franchise know. This would have been better off being like some TV movie they just popped on Disney Plus. That's probably where it should have gone in the long run, in my opinion. Other factors, I think, are people went and saw Top Gun. People went and saw Jurassic World. A lot of people took their families to see both. So this is week 3 after these people see movies with gas and everything going, with gas and food and everything going up. That little bit of disposable income or that little bit of income they're willing to stretch to go see a movie, because you all know going to see a movie, especially with your family, is very, very expensive. So I think between the controversy that Disney and the media all tried to hype up, and then, of course, a lot of the big names got on board and started countering it, which, of course, causes that, which, of course, is, I think, what they were trying to do, which is too bad. But this movie should probably have been sent to Disney Plus. I don't really see how they thought it was going to make a killing. I don't think they really did. I think that's why they put it where it is. And I think the only reason this controversy even got propped up is because they wanted to get some attention to the movie. Because if they didn't do that, it was just going to be a Buzz Lightyear movie that most adults and probably a lot of kids weren't that interested in going to see. Some families were, but most who are Toy Story fans probably did not. So I have a feeling that next week it's probably going to be Jurassic World, Top Gun. Buzz Lightyear is going to drop. I do not know if Elvis or the Black Phone will top it on a weekend for a second weekend, but I will not be surprised if there is a massive drop in between this one and this week and next week because of this. So I think a lot of it was the controversy, and I think that when you had 3 movies that are doing very well there are 2 movies that were doing very well in theaters, still getting people to go see them, that people are just like, okay, I'm going to see 2 good movies that are entertaining me. Why do I want to go watch a movie that's got so much controversy and agenda? People are stressed enough as it is. They're not in the mood for this shit. So, Disney, you shot yourself in the foot with this one. And I think you did it just to see what the backlash would be. And you figured this was a safe bet because this was going to be a movie you were not expecting to do well. All right, folks, you all have a blessed one. That's my thoughts on the Buzz Lightyear crash landing.